Now, by the time you see this video, it will be at least 15 months to go before the start of the Paris-Brest-Paris 2023 edition. Most of you would have done at least your first 200 kilometer brevet by now and are thinking seriously about finishing your Super Randonneur series so that you can qualify for the 2023 PVP. I'm currently standing in the Bergerie, which will be the starting point of the 2023 Paris-Brest-Paris event. This video is about giving you practical tips as to how to travel from Paris to Rambouillet, especially if you are a novice at the PVP and if you are international without any practical knowledge of how to get around in France. Most international randonneurs will arrive at Charles de Gaulle. I was not able to find any direct public transport from Charles de Gaulle to the main station that you need to get to take a train from Paris to Rambouillet. I suspect that most people will travel from Charles de Gaulle Airport to Paris and stay there for 1 or 2 nights just to get over the main jet lag and adjust to the change in time zones. In Paris, I think this is a really great opportunity. There are so many great tourist attractions that you can see that this will really give you the opportunity to stay awake during the day and fall asleep at night, so that you get into the cycle of the local time zone much quicker. Once you've adjusted to the local time zone, you may then want to take a train from Paris to Rambouillet. In Paris, the train station that you need to get to is called Montparnasse, and it is from there that you're able to get a train to Rambouillet. I'll give you a demonstration of what we did. We left our hotel early in the morning at about 7 o'clock to try to beat the traffic, because the traffic can be quite crazy in Paris, and we then cycled through the city to get to the train station. And there's the Eiffel Tower and the obelisk, so we're going right through the middle of everything. We are now talking business. We are right at the train station. Now you may ask, why didn't we go by means of the subway? The subway is difficult to negotiate. First of all, there's many stairs, there's lots of escalators, and there are literally thousands of people. The subway trains themselves are usually completely full, and it's really very difficult to get your bicycle into that train. And this will even be more difficult, especially if you've got lots of bags that you need to travel with. I would recommend that you either take a taxi from your hotel to Montparnasse train station, or you should ride. It took us about 20 minutes to ride a distance of about 3 kilometers, really because we had to try to follow a navigation system, stop at lots of traffic intersections, and avoid lots of traffic as well. So it does take a bit of time. When you get to Montparnasse, you then need to find a place to buy a ticket. There are automated ticket selling machines at Montparnasse. When you enter the train station, you will immediately find the automated tellers that allow you to purchase a ticket to be able to come to Rambouillet. Select the option that allows you to travel around France.
Ile-de-France.
Ile-de-France.
It doesn't show it on the screen, eh?
Rambouillet. Okay. So there's a ticket from Paris to Rambouillet.
Yeah. 2.
So you only pay $10, 10 euros. It will prompt you to pay for your ticket.
Your means of payment is inserted. You have to insert this card.
It can take a little bit of time, so you've got to be patient with the process to actually purchase the ticket itself.
Remove card. Oh, so it was just reading it. It's coming out at the bottom.
Once you've purchased the ticket, it will then deposit it at the bottom, and you are able to get a receipt for the ticket. So Rambouillet is at 8:09 and 35 minutes. Now, it's about €5 per person to be able to go from Montparnasse to Rambouillet. So it's a really good deal, really cheap option. Once you've got your ticket, you then need to find a access gate to allow you into the platforms that will allow you to get onto the train. So we're currently at the train station at Rambouillet, and this is the gates to go onto the station. As far as the bikes, we're still going to make sure that we can go get our bikes on. We're going to try and go through that. you need to make sure that you actually find the access gate that says bicycles allowed. And that'll be for wheelchair access as well as for bicycles, strollers and other. Once you're into the platforms, you then need to find the platform on which your train to Rambouillet is going to depart from. Now there are a few options. There is a direct train that goes from Montparnasse directly to Rambouillet, or you may take a second train that stops at various train stations on the way to Rambouillet. What happened with us is that when we got to the station, we actually immediately went up to the platform that we were supposed to get the direct train, but we missed it by 2 minutes, and of course the train departed. Take an escalator up to the top floor. That is where all the departures are. Now just make sure that you look for the right platform. We went into the general platforms. We had to then exit from the general platforms using the same ticket and then re-enter into platform 18, so just keep a watch out for that. Now when you come to the train itself, there are only certain coaches that allow bicycles. Keep a watch out for the sign, and I'll show you what the sign looks like. It doesn't seem as though you need to hang up your bicycles with a specific train. We saw people that actually just pack their bicycles, hold their bicycles and stand with them. The trains are pretty full early in the morning, and now it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is peak hour traffic, so we expect it to be quite full. Hoping that by getting the next train, hopefully it won't be as full as this. So what we then had to do was we had to then wait for the next train, which is about an hour's wait. Make sure that you get there early so that you can negotiate all of these various obstacles, and also so that you can actually get onto the train and find a place for your bicycle. When you get onto the train, make sure you enter the cabin or the compartment or the coach where there is a bicycle access. Okay, so Versailles, you see the Versailles, Rambouillet, you can see the stress and anxiety. There's no bicycle rack. You just have to stack your bicycles together against one of the walls, and you'll find that there are many other cyclists and they will all stack their bicycles. Now we made the mistake of actually sitting with our bicycles. There were some people who were not too happy with us actually sitting with our bicycles. It's all part of a learning experience. That's why we're actually doing this, so we can actually learn how it works. So we're not supposed to sit here. The train that we took was one of those trains that actually stopped at Versailles on the way to Rambouillet. Once it stopped, the doors opened for about 2 minutes, so it gave us an idea as to how much time we have to be able to get out of the train once we get to Rambouillet. When we got to Rambouillet, once again, we got out of the train. We had our 2 minutes to get out, so no rush. It's quite easy.
Rambouillet, pour votre sécurité lors de votre descente.
So this is quite a small little train. It's quite a short little train. There's an elevator here as well. At the platform at Rambouillet, we then had to take an elevator to go down to the subway. And in the subway, we then walked across under the train lines and took another elevator, and we came up. Of course, there is also the option to walk up the stairs with your bicycle. That can be a little bit more tricky, so just watch out for that. Once you are on the platform, just be aware if you want to go to the washroom, there is no coin-operated washroom. You have to use what they call a Navigo card. Now, we didn't have one, so we spoke to one of the security guards. They verified that we had a valid train ticket, and so they opened the washroom for us. So the toilets are accessed by means of a Navigo. You have to put a card there. There's no money that you can put in. It's like you have to swipe your Navigo card to be able to access that. Just be aware that when you get to the train station, if you want to go to the washroom, you have to actually have a Navigo card. Fortunately, one of the security guys let us in. We just showed him our tickets and he gave us access to it. Inside it's really interesting in that there's no button to actually flush the toilet, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. The toilets are clean and disinfected after each use, so I suspect that it probably washes through, the whole place gets clean inside. Very interesting is that there's no button to flush the toilet, so you might spend a bit of time trying to figure that out. Apparently the whole whole washroom gets cleaned automatically, so maybe that's why they don't have a button for the washroom. You're able to wash your hands when you're inside the washroom. And and then we had to get out from the platform outside of the train station. To do that, we had to go through once again a turnstile. This turnstile makes sure that you look for the one that allows you access for bicycles as well as for wheelchairs. These are doors that open up and allow you to go into a compartment, and then there's a second set of doors that open up again, and I'll try to show you a video of what that looks like. To get through that, what you have to do is you have to put your little card onto the designated site and then press a button to activate the doors to allow you into there. Stay and press the button. And it's as easy as that. Once you're into the other side, you do the same thing. Once you're through the turnstiles and into the main station, you can then try to find your way to the Bergerie. The Bergerie is really quite easy to access. You just have to follow your Google Maps and it'll take you through the town and past the Chateau de Rambouillet, and it's a really beautiful ride. It goes through lots of beautiful gardens, there's beautiful lakes, lots of beautiful trees. Yeah, it's just an awesome ride to get here. It's actually not that far. This is such a beautiful venue. It's like really it's like a huge open park. There's some beautiful ponds and lakes and lots of trees. You come the time of the race, lots of foliage. Yeah, it's going to be really, really beautiful. You'll see the French and European flags on the outside of and it'll probably be very well sign marked as well, so I don't think you'll have any problem to actually get to this. I think the main thing is actually getting to Rambouillet itself. I think, of course, you're probably going to be so anxious you're not going to have time to actually enjoy and actually take the time to have a look at this place. You're going to be trying to get your bike checks and make sure that you've got your race pack and everything else. So, maybe just watch this video a few times so that you get absolutely sure and you know exactly all the steps and how to actually get here and take away that stress of the unknown. I think that's one of the biggest things, is that when we don't know where we're going, it just makes it so much more stressful. Just like getting through the turnstiles, we didn't know how to do that. It took us 10 minutes to figure that out, so that can be a little bit stressful. In the next video, I'll take you around the town, show you what there is available here, where to stay, where to eat, where to get some spares for your bicycle, and yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you want me to let you know about, and I'll try to include that in the next video. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video and you find it quite helpful, please press the like button, and if you want to see more videos about anything related to randonneuring, especially the PvP, please subscribe to this channel. Until the next time, I will say cheers. Bye.